Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So this is the AWS Zero to Master series, and in this playlist we are focusing on the AWS cloud services. So in the previous session we learned about what is the AWS launch template, and we seen about how we can create the TCP instance using the template. So the similar way today we are going to be see about one of the another concept called the AWS EAMI. So let us begin. So Amazon AMI, like we can create our own AMI using that existing AMI. So AMI means nothing but Amazon mission images. So basically, if you can wondering what is that AMI, like it's nothing but it's kind of a template. It will be contains all the software and operating system and application inside that EC2 instance operating system level. So basically Amazon like leverage the option to create our own AMI using the existing EC2 instance. It will be give you some advanced level of like advanced level of things when we are taking the AMI with our existing EC2 instance. Like let's consider the one example. Like in case if you have any kind of production environment in any of the software running on that particular EC2 instance, in such a case, if you need to be deploy those particular like a software in another mission, what you need to be do, you need to be deploy another EC2 instance in a manual way. Then you need to be configure or you need to be deploy it manually. Otherwise, you can use it any kind of third party tool to automate the things. So instead of that, what we can do using the AMI, we can create that our own AMI using the existing Amazon EC2 instance. So when we are doing that, when we are creating the image using that, it will be capture all the applications level configurations and all the setup file will be installed by default. So using that, when we are deploying the instance with that AMI, by default, all the application and other things will be pre-configured within the EC2 instance. There is no need to be manually, we need to be do it inside the EC2. So that is the way we can overcome with that time consumption and we can do it in a better way. So still, like if you have wondering about that, maybe already we have a template why we need to be create a separate images. So maybe if you have any question, maybe we will just see it in that next slide. So basically, these all are the overall difference between the AMI and template. So we will see it in one by one. So basically, AMI means nothing but it will be store the operating system level configurations such as application and setup installation everything. Basically coming to the template, it will be stored the EC2 configuration parameters such as keypads and the segments and the AMI ID. These all are the things only it will be stored. But AMI inside the operating system level, it will be captured. So basically, like that AMI will work it on that the, availability zone and region and account level. In case, for example, if you have any production environment mission, if you need to be deployed those mission into that another region or anything, you can create our AMI using those protection EC2, and you can just to copy to that destination region, and we can deploy that EC2 using those AMI. But coming to the template, we can use it that within the AZ, but we can basically using the template, we can deploy the EC2 instance using the some set of configuration. And the second thing, when we are creating the AMI, we can launch those AMI as a public so that everyone can use it. Using the private also, we can launch it so that we can only use it on that particular region or particular AZ based on the access. But coming to template, the like it will not available. And another one of the things if we require any kind of pre-configured operating system, like that AMI is the one of the good advantage we can go with AMI. If like the template level, we can deploy it with the pre-configured like EC2 instance configuration only. It will not capture anything about the operating system. So these are the overall advantage and disadvantage between that AMI and the template. So we will see it in that portal so that we should get it more idea on that how we can create the template, sorry, how we can create the AMIs and everything. Let me quickly switch into the console. So basically, I have one of the instance running on that EC2. So this is the if you can see the instance specification, like. this instance actually I have been deployed using that like Ubuntu OS flavor. And if you can see, I'm just using that one of the like only one local volume. But the thing is like here, what I have been done, I have installed the Jenkins software into that particular EC2 so that if I can access that Jenkins using the HTTP and protocol at the port number 8080, it will be like we can get the access of the particular EC2, like the Jenkins. If you can see the accessibility is there, the Jenkins is running. Now, what we are going to do in a like general scenario, if you need to be deployed that same kind of EC2 instance in the like in the same AZ or different AZ or different account, what we can do, we can create a AMA using that EC2 and we can deploy it in a single click. So to do that, just like like you need to select on that particular EC2 and go to that action. So there you can see that image and template one of the column. So there you can click on the image. Basically, when we are creating the image, we need to be select that few option only. So image name, basically this is the Jenkins image. So here what I'm going to do, I'm just giving that yeah, description called this AMI contains Jenkins application. So apart from that, the volume, I'm not going to be add anything. The tag is the separate. When we are creating that like AMI, it will create a snapshot in the backend. So based on the snapshot, it will be started to deploy. Like here you can see that the tag will be sometimes like they are asking it should be like a place with the image and the snapshot, or else it will be like separate together. Maybe like we can go with the default option and create an image. So when we are creating the template, we need to be select that multiple parameters for that EC2 configuration level. But when we are creating the AMI, just the simple click, we can do it. Only that name as well as that root volume we need to be, sorry, that volume we need to be select. Now you can see that AMI has been started to create and the status is like pending. The reason behind that status, like it will create a snapshot based on the like storage what we given on here. So basically that eight like 8 GB is the storage. So it will be like create a snapshot on that here, and it will be like store it on that snapshot itself. So don't worry about that. I'll take this snapshot and the volume in a separate session. We will see it that one by one. So it will take like a few minutes to complete the snapshot. In the meantime, like we can start to deploy that EC2 instance using that existing AMI. So now the like image is ready. You can see that launch instance from the AMI. So basically, like you can see that all the configuration details, like the details and like what type of platform we are going to use, and that like whether it is a private or public. So these kind of details we can get it on that this page itself. So now we will try to deploy. In the end of the lab, we should be get it, and the another Jenkins should be pre-installed on the second EC2, which is the one we are going to be deployed. So to do that, just click on the launch instance. So when we are going to be create the EC2 instance using the AMI, all the EC2 parameters we need to be selected. Either it can be like that security group or other things like we can select it manually, or else like by default that that disk and other things will take the security group and that instance side we can take it manually. Now you can see like that AMI EC2 I just call it. So that AMI by default it will come based on the our own AMI. So if you have a multiple AMI, just click on that my AMI. Here you can see like what are the AMIs available on that. It will be like throwing the details in the drop down menu. I'm just going to that AMI from catalog. So you can see that the configuration of the AMI and instance step I'm going to with like I'm going to use with like free tier and the T2 micro and the key pair. The one I'm going to be use that Ubuntu and the security group I'm going to be use that existing one called that SSHLG. So configuration storage by default it will become based on the AMI. If you record, you can add it. So apart from that, I'm not adding any of the like user data or anything on the configuration. Just we are going to be started. Now we can see how the Jenkins is started to running on that. So like the snapshot will take a few minutes to like reflect on this page. Maybe, yeah, now you can see one of the snapshot by created by default without our like task triggered by us. So if you can see like that, those snapshot is 8 GB and created by that create image. You can see that image for like AMI ID is C9. Yeah, you can see that AMID is seen here. This is triggered to create a snapshot, and the snapshot has been now completed and started, and all the things you can get it. So once it will be completed, the AMI will be like marked as the available. So before that also we can use it. That root volume we can see that EBS. So other data we can see it one by one. So coming to that, the instance. Yeah, Amazon EC2, this is the one we have been created, existing, this is the one. So basically, now it is the up and running. The status check will take us some time to update in the backend. So now we will try to see whether that Jenkins has been pre-installed or not. So to do that, just going to be not HTTPS, HTTP, and port number is should be 8080. So now you can see it started to like responding. Okay. So now I'm going to be pass the user ID and password here. So before that, we will try to access that another one also. So just click on the tag, sorry, the instance name, and I click on that. Okay. So HTTP, okay, 8080. So now you can see I able to access the Jenkins both URL. That means this is the one we have been deployed by manually, but the AMI EC2 basically has been deployed pre-configured when we have been deployed the EC2 instance using the AMI. So in the normal scenario, this is the way we can like get that existing EC2 as the pre-configured AMI so that you can use it that as a AMI in the same region or different region or a different account as well. So we will see it on the next lesson how we can create a how we can copy our like AWS AMI to that other region or other account in a, like a console itself. So now it's working fine. Just so this is the way we can take our EC2 instance as a game and we can deploy it in the a different EC2. So that's all about this session. So if you have like any question in any any kind of queries on that AMI level, just feel free to leave a comment on this comment section. I'll just take you up on that upcoming session. So once again, thanks for watching my channel and we'll see you in the upcoming session.